Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you are new here, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Makeup by Princess K. Sometimes it's Beauty by Princess K, or it's just plain old Princess K, just depending on where you follow me on my social medias. Come and check me out. If you're an oldie but a goodie, my eyes are starting to water. If you're an oldie but a goodie, hey girl, hey, thank you so much for stopping back by, taking the time to click on my video and see what it is that I'm talking about. So today's video is a chit chat get ready with me video. It's kind of a serious topic, chit chat get ready with me. I touch on a little bit of mental health and what we can do to help ourselves to get out of those struggles. I know it can be a little bit difficult, especially with the way that the world is set up right now and all the things that are occurring out here in the world. It's hard. If you are interested in seeing what information I was basically talking about in this video, then just go ahead and continue to watch. And as always, thank you so much for taking out the time to watch my video, and yeah, I appreciate it. So yeah, I've basically sat down a multitude of times to record this video, but when I looked back at the footage, it wasn't exactly what I was trying to say. So I just wanted to go in and do it again. And basically, it's just things that have been on my mind and things that have been going around in the world. And it's just like, wow. First things first is I've noticed here recently with myself that when I'm stressed or upset at work, I tend to carry that and bring it home with me. Oh, that's pretty. As y'all know, like, I have a 9 to 5 that I do Monday through Friday, and it helps to support my family, which I am truly, truly grateful for, that I've been presented with a job that I can use to support my family. But the more and more stress and anxiety that I've been feeling at the job, like, it's not worth it to me anymore. And then of course that brings in like a whole lot more fear, a whole lot more stress, a whole lot more, oh my God, what am I gonna do? And it's scary. Like, it's so scary to think those thoughts and just be like, how is my family going to survive? I mean, granted, I have a spouse and we both work and we both have pretty decent paying jobs. But I feel like if you're not happy with where you are in life, then you should do something about it to change it. And then the other thing too that ties along with it is, like, I don't know about you guys, but with me, like, when I'm stressed about something, like, I get all into my feelings, like completely into my feelings. I know here recently, like, I've been talking to my best friend and I've been telling her, like, I miss you. I wish that you were over here more. Like, I wish we were spending more time together. I find myself going, like, to her, like, Snapchats and, her Instagram profile, and it's like, oh, she was hanging out with such and such today. Oh my gosh. Like, you know what I mean? And just being, to me, really, 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 really petty. But there was a point in time to where we lived extremely close to each other, and I enjoyed that because, like, she was right there. But when me personally going through all of my stresses and anxieties at work, and then being a mother of 3 and a wife and wanting to pursue this YouTube career and just everything, just life basically piling on top of me, I've just been like, oh, I can't see my friend the way that I want to see my friend. I can't hang out with my friend the way that I want to hang out with my friend. But look, now she's over there hanging out with other people. Again, being really, really petty. And so I started, thinking, like, what is it out there that I can do to change my mindset, to change where I am right now in life? Because I'm not happy. I'm not happy with it at all. It's not fair to me to continue to sit myself inside this cage, basically, and just be all woe is me for whatever the case may be. So I started looking at books. I've been a member of Audible for years, and I forget where I heard about this book, but I was like, I need that in my life. It's by Sincero. I think I'm spelling her name right, or saying her name right. It'll be linked down in the description bar. Wait, I took notes. The book is called You Are a Badass: How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. And in this book, she touches on many topics, and just the way that you hear somebody else's perspective on what I think we're all feeling, that we all go through at certain times in our lives, was just a breath of fresh air for me. And I've been trying to put what she is stating into action within my life. One of the things that she talked about, that she touched on in the book, was like, if you have an issue with somebody, may it be an issue that is self-made up, or may it be an issue that is serious, you know, get over yourself and go work it out, go fix it. And that's what I did. I basically just reached out to my friend, because at that time I was thinking like, oh my God, I'm so stressed at work, I'm so stressed at home, there's so much that's going on, I don't have anybody to talk to. I mean, I have my spouse, but it's not the same, because you need your best friend, and blah, 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 and feeling all type of way. But that's what I did. I reached out to her and I was like, look, I miss my friend. We need to get together, and we need to strengthen our relationship. And I love her, so I don't want to ever not need her in my life. So I was so glad when I got that book and it was like, get over it, get over yourself and fix the situation. Because I was like, I promise I was all in my feelings, all into my feelings, and it wasn't fair to her, and it definitely wasn't fair to me, because there wasn't anything that happened that caused this rift. It was just me going through stresses in my personal life that I felt like my friend should have been there for me. But how would she know? She wouldn't have known if I hadn't said anything. So I say all that just to say that you have to work things out. You have to rely on your relationships as a person to keep us whole and sane within this world. But we need an outlet. We need somebody or something to help push us through to get out of our heads. And I think this is what this book has definitely done for me. But when it comes to my job, my 9 to 5, one of the things that I took from this book is that you have to be willing to step out there. You have to be willing to make a change for yourself. You have to get rid of all the BS that's holding you back. So when I finally got out of my funk, I started thinking, you know what? This job, though it has been a blessing to me, and I am truly, truly grateful for the experience, I'm no longer happy. I'm not happy there. And why should I spend my life being unhappy at a place that I do not like? Now I'm putting in things that are non-negotiable for me, which is this position at my job that I'm in. It's non-negotiable. This isn't something that I want to continue to be a burden on me in my life. I'm just not here for it at all. You have to have your non-negotiables, and this is a non-negotiable for me. Another thing that I noticed that takes its toll on me is the things that occur out in the world. Situations that people go through. I let a lot of stuff get to me, like a lot. So I don't watch the news. I don't watch it at all, because I become very wrapped up in it, and it's like, oh, I need to fix this. I need to do something to fix this, but I'm just one person. What am I gonna do? You know, like to fix the whole world. And that's one of the things that I liked that she talked about in this book as well. Changing your mindset from being, oh, I'm just this one person, what am I gonna do to fix this? Like, there's so much out there that you can do to fix the situations that are going on around you, or to be a helping hand to somebody who might need it. And that's basically what I want to do. I want to spread the joy and the happiness around to everybody, and just really get rid of the bullshit. Like, get rid of it. Like, there's no need for it, and you just have to change your mindset. And I don't know why I've never seen it in that aspect before where she discussed it, but I was just like, oh, this is brilliant. I don't watch TV. I don't watch TV at all. but I do watch YouTube, and I've noticed the issues that's been going on around in the beauty community, which are, I'm not going to say that what whoever did was right or wrong, not at all, but I do empathize with them that they are currently going through a tough time. I do hope that they do have someone that they can reach out to. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just, search YouTube and look at the beauty community and the drama that is occurring. Nobody should go through such a hard time by yourself. You have to think about it. They have millions of subscribers, millions, like 5 million people watch their videos or have subscribed to their channels, and to think that all 5 million of those people have something to say about you and your life and your situation. It's like, how do you I wouldn't be able to function. We all make mistakes. We all go through hard times where we've said or done something that is just, why, Felicia? Why? But to have to go through it alone is 10 times worse. I hope that the beauty community can get back to empathizing with one another, not necessarily forgiving people's actions, because some of the stuff that went down, it shouldn't have went down in the first place, but just to empathize with an individual going through a really, really tough time through the public eye, and just empathize with that. That's really all I'm going to say on that topic. Start on the face. But another thing, though, to go back to my issues, I say it like that, to go back to my issues. Though, like I said, I've tried recording this video multiple times, and it just wasn't working out for me. Like, the footage just wasn't great or anything like that. And then looking back at it, I'm like, you know what? It probably wasn't good, because the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, was like, you don't have your thoughts in order. This video is very scattered. It's not going to help anybody. Do it again. We all go through difficult times in our lives. We all face issues that sometimes at the time of you facing that issue, it's like, oh my God, this only happens to me. This never happened to anybody else. Which in all actuality, it probably has happened to somebody else, and you just don't know about it. But what are you going to do to fix it, to change your outcome of it? Which was one of the things that, Jen talks about in her book. And I like that because she brings up the point of, which I touched on it a little bit, are the non-negotiables. You can basically have anything that you want in life. Anything that you want in life. As long as you work for it. You do some things for it. You have to be determined. And if it's something that you actually want, you're going to work on it. It's like you actually have to put in the physical work. You actually have to put in the time. You actually have to do the things that are going to make your non-negotiables actually non-negotiables. Because if you start out working on something and it doesn't turn out the way that you want, and you're not set in this being a non-negotiable, you're gonna go back to your regular ways. You're gonna go back to your regular ways. And that's one thing that I had to put into perspective for myself, being that I think that I had to redo this video because I wasn't quite there yet. When I first sat down to do this video, I was like, yeah, I'm going to talk about this, this, and this. But I didn't have my non-negotiables. I didn't have something that I was committed to. I just knew that I was frustrated in that moment with my job. And I think if I had have done this video and I had have posted it previously, before I had the right understanding, the right frame of mind, the right thought process, it might have been detrimental to somebody else. And I never want that. But you know what I mean? I think that we all have maybe just a little bit of a stigmatism to talking about publicly what's going on in our lives that are stressing us so deeply, and just the mental health conversation in general. Like, a lot of people don't want to say, you know what, I am messed up right now. I am screwed up. I need some help. A lot of people don't want to say that. And I definitely understand why, because it's making you very, very vulnerable. But that's what we need. We need for someone to speak out and to communicate on, you know, their vulnerability. So that way others that are going through something similar can have the courage to speak on theirs as well. That's why, again, I feel like it wasn't meant for me to post that video at that time. And I think it was just me, again, one, not fully committing to what it is that I want and how I want to proceed, and then two, not being ready to put out that type of information to be so vulnerable on the internet. I mean, it's pretty daunting. Another thing that Jen talks about in her book is to meditate. A lot of people don't. When I was listening to that part, I was like, wait, I'm not gonna be able to do that. I can't. Like, I can't meditate. Like, I got things to do. Like I said, I'm a mother of 3. I'm a wife. I got a 9 to 5. I'm tired. Like, you know what I mean? I don't have time for this. I don't have time to be sitting around and trying to listen for something to speak to me, something to tell me something. Which that turned out being one of my biggest issues. Like, you have to make that time. You have to make that time to sit down, clear your mind, and pray. Meditate. Talk to God. Talk to the universe. Talk to the vibrations that are out there in the world. Whatever it is that's going to center you and put you in a place to where you can focus and experience the solitude and the in the moment factor of greatness. You can put questions to God. You can put questions out there to the universe. State a scenario out there. And when you meditate and you pray about that situation, basically you're looking the solution provided back to you from God, from the universe, from the vibrations, whatever it is that you want to call it. And I think that that's just so powerful. If you take the time to sit down and to focus on you and meditate and quiet your mind from all the nonsense that's going on in this world, that you actually can have greatness come to you, the answers come to you, things that are sitting right there in your face right this very moment, but you can't see it because you have all this other stuff, social media, what's going on in the world. I don't like this person, my job is stressing me out, because it's all cluttering your mind. But when you filter through that and you shut it off and you silence it, it brings a sensation of peace, of happiness, of joy. And if you do it enough, if you put it into practice, then it'll also provide you those answers, because God is there. God is with you. I mean, there's nothing that he can't handle. Anything. We might feel a little bit, stumped by it, but he's God. He created all of this. He created, how many? I think it's 72 different types of oranges. Why? He could have just created one orange. Look, I'm not here to question it. I'm just here to take advantage of it and have the abundance of it. Okay? Okay. Another thing that Jen points out in her book is being authentic with yourself. A lot of the times, we see things that other people have or other people are doing, and we're like, oh, I want that. I want to do that. And we force it onto ourselves. That's not your calling. I don't know what this is. This is something that you would like to do. That's not your actual calling. Go and find your dream. Not somebody else's. Go and find your dream. And I think that is something that a lot of people get, one, stuck in, and two, afraid of. So I say stuck in, basically meaning that we see something that other people are doing and it's like, hey, I can do that. I want to do that. And that's all fine and dandy. Go for it. Try it. Because you won't know until you try it. Or we get into a point to where we're afraid of it. We're like, well, this is the only thing that I know. Is it? Is it really? Is it the only thing that you know? Because you've been walking around on this planet for so long. I mean, you have to know something else. There has to be something else out there. You might take something from someone else's passion, someone that you see that's like doing great as a YouTuber, as a makeup artist, as a professional volleyball player, as, I don't know, the best garbage man there is. You might find something that they're doing. It's like, oh my God, this is incredible. But make sure that it's actually your dream that you want to pursue. Because if it's not going to work for you. It might work for a little while. It might make you a little happy. It might make you, feel that you're doing something for a little while. But then it'll go away because it's not yours. And I think that was a huge lesson for me to learn personally, because in the position at my job that I'm in right now, again, truly grateful for this position and for it being a huge learning experience for me and what I want out of life and for myself. But I found I am not happy in this position. It's not bringing me joy. Yes, the money is amazing, especially from where I came from. The money is awesome. Again, truly grateful for it. But this isn't for me. This isn't the life that I want. And for a long time, I fooled myself into thinking it was. Oh, it's gonna get better. Oh, it'll be fine. It's not. And now I'm just like, why am I doing this to myself? We should be able to go out and do whatever it is that makes us happy. And this isn't making me happy. And I'm only doing it for the money, which makes it even worse. I want to be in a place to where I am happy with what it is that I'm doing. I love my job. That is not even a job. I love my work. And that is my non-negotiable. I'd say this. I hope that my experiences that I'm speaking on today, that it gives somebody out there, whoever's watching this video, whoever needs it, that it gives them what they were looking for in the first place. Jen's book, yeah, that's under the self-help category. I think that might be a stigmatism to a lot of people. It's like self-help. I don't need nobody to help me. Yes, we all do. I think we all need a little bit of self-help, a little bit of motivation, a little bit of positivity in our lives. And if you're going to explore outside of your comfort zone, you're going to need some help to try to get you out of that. So I would say definitely pick it up. It is a really, really good read. It definitely opened my mind to a lot of things, and I am appreciative of it. One thing is, I don't want this video to come across as being preachy or Miss Know-It-All, because again, I don't know. I want to always remain teachable. I always want to be learning. Always. Because if you ever come to a point in your life where you feel like, oh, I know all of it and I'm good, like, that's just not a healthy place to be. This life is school. There is no graduation, like, at all. It's just a continuous learning process. And that makes me happy because it makes me know that I'm going to continue to grow, you know? So I don't want this to come off as preachy and you have to go out and do this or follow these steps or get this book, because you don't. You honestly don't. You can stay on the path that you're in right now, and good luck to you. I hope that all your hopes, dreams, and aspirations do come true. But for me, this type of let me open up, let me communicate, let me talk about, let me put it out there into this world, this helps me. This is what helps me to get out of my funk. Because I'm telling you, it was deep, it was dark, and ooh, I'm so glad that it's gone. Okay, sorry about that. I had to take a pause for a cause. But another thing that I took from Jen's book was self-doubt. Self-doubt is something that we all have. May it be in our looks, may it be in, our job, may it be in any type of scenario that we come across. We can sometimes put self-doubt onto us that'll hold us down, like, tremendously. And that is something that we have to break. We have to get through it. I know when I'm going through my issues and I'm all in my feelings or whatnot, I begin to have a lot of self-doubt. And then I start dwelling on things that happened in the past. And it's like, what could I have done to fix that? You can't fix the past. You can't rearrange it for it to be different. It's the past. It is what it is. It's already been done and there's no changing it. But what you can do is you can focus on the present. Be in the present and be positive, because those small little things like that, to where we're doing the self-doubt, the self-guilt, we're dwelling in the past, that stuff weighs us down heavily. It weighs us down, and you're not able to progress or be better or to move forward if you are so weighed down by so much self-doubt, hatred, really, because you're not doing yourself any favors. Like, you are the only you. There's no one else out here like you. Nobody thinks their thoughts the way that you think your thoughts. There's something about you that the world needs. The world needs to see a gift. And that's one thing that I really took hold of from this book. I'm doing the world a disservice. I'm doing the world a disservice of not having Princess being happy and at her best and living my best life and being just an overall good person and being able to be out there and help those who actually need the help. I'm not going to continue to let that pull me down, if that makes any sense. So basically, this just completes the look. I hope the stuff that I was talking about today, again, brings just a little bit of light or insight to people who need it. I know that there are times that we struggle with our minds. They try to get us, but I figure, you know, if we all take a little bit of time to accept a little bit of self-help, it can only be better. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. The next video should be a little bit more fun. Not saying that this wasn't, but it should just be a little bit more fun and just makeup-y, you know, just getting back into the groove of things. And yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.